If you have an online store and you're listing your products on Google free listing via Google Merchant Center, you probably know that Google Analytics is not attributing the traffic that's coming from Google Merchant Center's free listing to their source. It's mixing them with the organic source, and that's probably not good. Most of the times you want to attribute the traffic to its direct source. If it's, for example, if it's coming from Google free listing, you want to know that this portion of the traffic on my site has come from Google free listing. And if you're running Google shopping ads, you want to keep things separate. So in this video, I'm going to give you a very simple procedure as to how you can set this up correctly. All you have to do is you just have to add one single column in your product feed within GMC, within your Google Merchant Center account, and that's pretty much it. But first of all, before you go ahead and create that single column and use that URL parameter there, you first have to go to this tool called URL Builder. All right, so you have to go there and you have to put in your website's URL address. Let's say we are going to do it for a website called Decor Systems. Or let's say we are going to do it for Lily Tiles, right? This is our website, and we are putting in the necessary information in the required fields. For example, the campaign source, in this case it's gonna be, let's say, free listing. Let's say it's gonna be Google, it's gonna be shopping, Google shopping. And the campaign medium is gonna be free listing. You can put anything you would like to put in here, and the campaign name, let's Google shopping feed. We don't have a campaign. Essentially it's gonna be for the free listing. We are not running any campaign, so it's coming from Google shopping free listing, so we can say Google shopping feed. All right, that's pretty much it. That's all the info there is needed for us to create our campaign URL. And this is our campaign URL right there, right? So we just have to copy this part of the URL, all right, and go to our shopping feed. And by the way, this is for manually managed shopping feed. If you're using some automated tools to create a shopping feed, this video is probably, because you're not going to have control over the feed attributes, the columns and everything, so you might not find this video quite helpful. For that, we are gonna have to go to our custom rules within Google Merchant Center, and that probably would be the subject of some future videos. If you require me to cover that part, please put your comment in the comment section. I will probably cover that part in some future videos. This is for the manual feed that you have manually created and you are managing within your Google Merchant Center. So let's go pull up our product feed. In this case, it's a Google Docs file. And over here you have to add, this is your product link. These are some important fields that you have to, these attributes you need to put in your shopping feed for Google to crawl and attribute the required images and image links to the product sources. right? So these are necessary fields. But apart from the link, there's another attribute here, as you can see. It's called h_redirect, right? So you have to put it there. And now if you compare these two URLs, right, this is for our ads, right? This is important if you are running Google ads campaign, Google shopping campaigns. If you are running Google shopping campaigns using the same product feed as your source, you are gonna want to add this particular column here, so that Google is not mixing the product URL with the one that you are dedicating for your free listing, right? So this column with the label link is gonna be for your free listing, right? And here you are going to append that URL parameters that you just created using this URL builder tool. And you are going to simply create this column and append that part of the URL to your product URL, right? So this is gonna be, let's say, your product URL, and you're going to copy that part of the URL and paste it here, right? So that now it becomes it is going to pass these specific campaign specific details over to your Google Analytics account, so that Google Analytics is able to separate the traffic that's coming from your free listing versus the traffic that's coming from your ad campaigns, right? So you have to do that, and you have to put that here, all right? Add this to the links of all the products within your shopping feed, and you're good to go. That's all there is to it. And once you do that, you just have to go to your feed section within GMC and click on fetch now. All right, once you did that, and after some time, maybe after 24 hours, if your free listing, if the product within your free listing are going to pull in some traffic, those traffic states are going to be attributed to their specific source within Google Analytics as well. So for example, if you go, this is Google Analytics 4. So over here, if you go to, let's say, if you want to look up things in terms of their mediums, you can also look them up through via their mediums, their source, the campaigns, etc. Within Google Analytics, we see users by first user medium. So if we get into the details, if you get into this section and open it up, we are going to see the traffic that's coming from free listing medium that we just put in our URL, right? So this part of the URL, these attributes are being passed to our Google Analytics now, and we can also see here this medium attributed to our free listing within GMC is currently being reported, and in the last let's say from August 16th to September 12, in the last 29 days or so, it got how many clicks? These many events, 1633 events, and these many engaged sessions, and these many new users. It's weird, the number of events is far many than the number of users. But that could be, a user can take multiple actions when they come on a website. They might initiate a chat, they go to a certain page, click on something, so it's counting them as events, so that's quite natural. So these many users came from those free listings, and since the e-commerce reporting part of Google Analytics 4 hasn't been set up for this specific website, so we can't see any stage for the revenue section here. Other than that, we can see details that can be seen, or that can be attributed to all the rest of the mediums and sources. All right, so it's reporting perfectly fine. So if some conversions are happening, we can at least know that hey, these many conversions can be attributed to this specific source, which is coming from our free listing. In the meantime, if you're also running Google Shopping ads, you can see them as separate, as separate campaigns. They're not going to be mixed with your organic traffic, with the traffic that's coming from your free listings. So once you put in this ads.redirect URL and just put in the product URLs there under this label, you are going to see a separate reporting for that within your Google Analytics. As you can see, these many campaigns are running within Google Ads, and some of them are shopping campaigns. Let me see which one. This one, for example. Let's see, a shopping campaign, and these many users. These are not the users that are coming from free listing. They are paid users. So we can see things are being reported properly, and we are not mixing things up as far as the source and mediums of traffic are concerned. Alright, that's it for today's video. I hope it was helpful. If you have a certain topic in mind related to anything digital marketing, you can put that in the comment, particularly if you need help regarding your PPC campaigns, Google Shopping campaigns, maybe your SEO campaigns. If you want me to cover some area that you are struggling with, or if you're running ads and those ads are not performing for some reasons, and if you can mention those in the comments, or you can reach out to me directly via my email address, and I would be happy to help you figure out those issues and get things back on track. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.